All right, welcome back from the break, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get into the second map here of the third series of the day, doing math or counting. Even counting.
Even counting on camera, a terrible idea.
But yeah, anything to do with numbers. But you know, hey, let's go ahead and take a look at some numbers then.
Dynamite segue.
Not exactly. You know, it's all about those numbers and facts, and that's the main thing here between these two players. Fairly even, apart from the
ultimates negated. 3 total ones negated for Hoppa. And you have to wonder, is it Hoppa playing really well? Is it Kariv playing kind of poorly? Is it a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B? Usually ends up being the case, but you look at the eliminations he was in on, the self-destructs, you know, only 2-0, but I don't know. It's just that big number for me is ultimate negated. In a meta in which Graviton sets up everything, you can't throw away 3 of them.
Well, in a meta where D-Matrix can make or break the entire map,
right?
You know, it's just such a powerful ability. The ability to remove other abilities, including ultimates.
Yeah.
And that's so huge. If you're getting those negates, that's game changing, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from Hoppa.
And Hoppa's just mostly a Tracer main this year, so I mean, to play that level of Diva is really impressive. Yeah, of course he played Diva a lot last year as well, but has been playing Tracer on Busan. But a great game, great awareness.
And we do have a sub coming in as well. It's gonna be Kib for the charge. Eileen will be on the bench for this one. Yeah,
Kib has been a great addition to this team. A very international roster that they've assembled for Guangzhou. And yeah, I watched him in an interview the other day. Did you think you'd just be, you know, going to China to play Overwatch for boot camp? He's like, this is ridiculous. I think a lot of us in the Overwatch league are like, I never would have thought. I just never would have thought. This is bonkers. But we're going to be heading over to foggy London town as our next map is King's Row.
Yes, all of the rain. You see, the Brits, they sent us their rain today.
Yeah,
you know?
I know.
That's the thing. Yesterday, today, it's just been rainy.
Yeah, move to LA, they said. The weather's great, they said, as I'm huddled under an umbrella yesterday.
Oh, you had an umbrella?
I brought an umbrella!
You brought an umbrella? All right.
I can't just put my shoulders up, you know?
Charge. Let's get into it. It's going to be 1-0 lead for the Charge. They will be starting on the defense as the home team, funnily enough, as the Valiant are on the away team. So they will be starting off on the offense. And well, as far as the setup is concerned, let's take a look. Does Hoppa like to stay?
It's something that they've run before, and it can be very good on King's Row. Hoppa's Sombra, I feel, has been somewhat inconsistent. But when it's good, it's really good. When it's bad, he dies a little too often. The Valiant have chosen to attack first. That's the rule set here in the Overwatch League. The non-winning team from the previous map gets to choose the side for the next map.
So let's do this. That's right, Valiant. You guys need to do something that involves a W. So let's see. Are you capable? As Fate is just getting pummeled, he turns his back for a second and he gets dropped.
Yeah, Hoppa trying to put in a lot of pressure. He got hacks from the high ground, and he's just trying to farm up that ultimate, the EMP, to get going here. A slow, methodical push through the hotel for the Valiant. His offense and defense have switched sides now.
Yes, it turns out the hotel is fully booked. Get out onto the point and, you know, get that payload moving. There is a good contest going through, one at a time here on the Charge side. Nobody willing to overextend and doing a good job of sticking together as a killer unit. Whereas on the side of the Valiant, they are getting split up. That's not going to matter if Mizuyaki gets a headshot, though. Takes Hotba out of the fight, and that means no EMP anytime soon. Hotba does, I mean, he will be able to sprint back quickly. That's a big pick. They're not quite able to find it, though. Shu hangs on by a thread. His team is there to save him.
The thread is broken now as Shu falls. Rio soon to follow. It should be a clean-up fight for the Valiant. You got to start building momentum off of your small moments. I know it's hard to think about as your team's 0-4, but win a fight, win a map, then look at the bigger picture. You can't be overwhelmed by your current record.
Space for a moment there. It looked like, oh yeah, we can win points in fights. For a second, he had a bit of a, yes, in fact you can, on the Valiant side. And look at this, just taking the fight to him. Shatter even thrown in for the stagger.
Well, Space has plenty of time to reflect as he's sitting alone on cart duty right now. Check his Twitter, probably tweeting at the moment. As they will push them all the way back to spawn. That is the opening salvo that the Los Angeles Valiant needed to get some momentum back on their side. 9-0 in terms of deaths.
Get some confidence. That's what you got to believe. You got to believe you're capable of it. They certainly are. There are all the parts necessary. I just got to get them to work together here. Charge.
EMP's incoming, so
yeah, that's going to be the big thing.
It's the game between Sombra and Zenyatta. Can you bait out a Transcendence without using EMP? Can you Transcendence post-EMP? Hoppa's looking for him.
Yeah, they're on the hunt. He's trying to find Izayaki, but Izayaki's doing a good job of like hanging out on the edges.
Yeah. The Graviton does go in, grabs a bunch, but a nice response there. Counter grab incoming as well.
Got to win this fight now if you are the charge. Hoppa's still holding on to that EMP for what feels like an eternity. Space with the self-destruct. Hoppa finally going to be moving through, straight into the mix, and gets it canceled. He decides to try to
bait it. He was trying to bait out Transcend. Well, no, he couldn't have.
Yeah, this trans was used already, so I mean, trying to get some kind of play. Hoppa wondering when he's going to go. But there it is. Finally decides to go for the aggro play, but they've got so much progress on the Valiant side. It's taken forever to set this up for the charge.
Well, even though it wasn't the case there, that's something you'll see very often of a Sombra jumping in, decloaking, and bailing. To try to bait out Transcendence, to bait out abilities, to bait out bubbles.
You know what just happened?
Yeah, I know what just happened.
Oh, buddy. There we go. Stylish. Stylish plays.
A little back cap.
Hey, you got to pay attention.
Hey, when things aren't going right, you know, resort to trickeration. Get on the cart. Back cap is a valid strategy.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a good punish. Charge getting put on notice. Hey, this isn't about kills. I mean, kills are involved. They're a big part, but payload, you got to keep your eye on the prize, and that's what's eventually going to win this map for the Valiant. Now they've got a chance to push it to the third point. They have a whole lot of time to work with as well.
Greaves had over 80% average energy this match, which is just ridiculous for a Zarya, considering you start at 0. Now he's going to have Graviton up in this fight. See where he fires it in. Just launches it.
Straight up, no respect. Loving it. There we go. Knowing that there's no D.Va to stop it, why not?
I mean, you just played right into Greaves' hand. He struggled with the D.Va eating his grabs last time, then you decide not to run a D.Va. Hoppa just takes himself out of Greaves' head. Now they've got an EMP left, but this is a blazing fast King's Row thus far.
Yeah, this is looking so good. Grab gets thrown in now as well. That's going to bring the Valiant in for a bear hug, but the trance is up. And once again, Hoppa with these EMPs.
Gotta come out.
There it is. Finally gets it. He manages to hack the entire team on the Valiant side, so this should be a one fight here for the charge. Not a whole lot that they can hope to do. Follow-up hack as well. Sick play. That's going to be Cookie. Silenced. And there's the cleanup. So it just does feel like they're taking a bit of time here. I'm kind of surprised to see him sticking on the Sombra even on this third point here.
Yeah, he was waiting for a lot of the abilities to come out and be used prior to EMPing, which is a completely valid strat. It's just a different way than some people do. Because the problem is, like, if you EMP while they all still have ults up, and then you start using ults to clean up that EMP, then you just put yourself behind economically.
Sure, I mean, it's a fair point. It's just going to be sticking to it, and now they're actually starting to press forward here, the Valiant. 3 minutes on the clock, nearly at the third point. Everything seems to be going well for him here, but the rally gets used by Kib. Charge definitely looking to change that. Curry point blank with the grab, nearly dies, but it's going to be the massive follow-up coming in here for the Valiant. 4 players dying for the charge in the blink of an eye.
This one's just about over. They're going to be able to push it to the end. Just a minor inconvenience, and Kib on the card for the moment. We'll push it in. And that is signs of life from the Los Angeles Valiant. A desperately needed dominant offense on King's Row.
There we go. Finally showing us what they're capable of here, the Valiant. That was just an example of everything going right for him on the offense. Hoppa not having the D-Matrix, as you pointed out, not having the D-Matrix to deal with the grabs. All of a sudden, Kareem gets to play his game. Hoppa a little bit on the slow side with the EMPs as well. But we've got a replay to show you guys. This is of the bat cap. Sometimes you can win without even having to fire a single
little
bullet.
Up the cart. Look at the big brain on Space. That's a galaxy brain for you right there. Space just rides at home.
That is so sick.
Well, he'd been practicing for it in the first 300 meters of Street Space, where he was alone riding the cart. Space had a breakout year last year. I mean, a lot of people who followed Overwatch before the Overwatch League knew what a monster he was, but he only got eligible about halfway through the year. Came in, big splash. Space and Fate were a top 3 tank duo, no matter who you think of in the league, and trying to return to form. A very, very intelligent player. On the other side of things, I don't know why you don't run a D.Va. Maybe this is your set strat, but D.Va gave Kareev nothing but trouble. Now Kareev's stats, he gets 4 grab kills. He's got energy up all the time. He's just lobbing in grabs from a distance because there's really nothing to stop it.
Oh, he's completely outperforming Happy in all the statistics on the side of Zarya. So, then it's looking like they might want to stick with it. I don't know. We're going to see here. The Charge are on the offense now. Chara's probably just going to be up top looking for a pick. Can maybe catch out Izayaki if Izayaki gets greedy. We have seen it happen in the past.
Yeah. It costs you absolutely nothing, so you might as well go for the shot. Fun fact, before there were hero limits in Overwatch, we used to have the 6 Hanzo strat on King's opening, where all 6 Hanzo would fire scatter arrows at the point, and for some reason it always found supports. Just always.
I mean, think about it.
That's
so much damage.
That's some ancient history right there. But then everyone would just switch on a normal comp.
The fastest full clear so far on King's Row this season. There we go, the Valiant. Taking one win. Now it's about getting the job done here on the second half. If they can full hold, this would be big. Shu's going to find Fate to kick things off, but without Happy and his damage, life's going to get a little bit difficult here for the Charge. They need a quick follow-up here, and getting the kill on Kareev is massive.
That's a huge equalizer right there. The team without the Zarya loses their team fight most often, and now it's definitely an advantage for Charge as their reinforcements are going to come back quicker too. Valiant have no choice but to retreat.
Well then. Is this a hold my beer kind of situation here where, you know, like Chargers like, okay, we saw how fast you were. Hold on. Let's go ahead and show you how it's done.
Let's just smash records back and forth here. But because the Valiant retreated, that the Charge are not going to be able to clear out as much space as the Valiant did on their offense. If you remember, the Valiant went all the way to the opposing spawn while they just had one person pushing back a cart. So they're not taking a forward position. They should at least be around this corner, but they are not yet. So the Valiant has a chance to fight at this choke point, which is very good defensively.
Yeah, this is as good as it gets on the defense. Early fight, get in there quick. Trance is used already, and we are going to have a couple of kills going the Charge way. They are just getting clobbered. One kill after another for the Charge. And unfortunately, Space even getting double teamed in the back.
That's pretty rough stuff right there. That was about as badly as you can lose a fight. Fortunately for them, they're going to have ultimates coming online soon, but we're in the ultimate phase of the game. They did make sure that Charge had to use Transcendence into that. So if they can get a Graviton up and they're tracking ults correctly, it should just straight up be a one fight.
Yes, because then Chara is going to be left wondering, but hey, you have to get the grab off first, Hex.
That's
and
true.
Atba is on the D.Va here. So we'll see if the D-Matrix is up, if they are going to be able to pull this off here. Kareev nearly got the grab online. And at the choke, Charge wisely deciding to back off.
Yeah, there's no reason to fight into a rally. Like, it's on the rallying team to push the position right there. We've seen a rally being used as the support initiation ultimate because of the speed it gives as well. So just leave, and now they're going to rally in themselves. This is what you do with a rally, you fight with it.
The Matrix was used, perfect timing there from Kareev. He manages to get it off. I think he nearly died there for a second as well, but he will be able to make it through. Self-destruct, no kills. And now a grab of their own, completely whiffed by Happy. Brings in a couple at the end, but the trance is up, and so no kills on the follow-up there either. Chara's used the sound barrier as well.
Everyone smashed Q, and now he get ults online, and they're just hitting him as soon as they get him because this is a pivotal fight for the Charge as they need that checkpoint.
Oh, buddy, this is brutal. Kareev gets pinned. And now we are going to get the second point picked up here for the Charge. It's going to add additional time. They're up to 5 minutes now. They could go faster.
It's going to be close. I mean, yeah, it's going to be close. That's all I got to say. Like, I just can't believe the offense I'm seeing. It's like the Pro Bowl. No one's playing defense today.
Yeah, no, it's just all about smashing. Just get in there. Well, some payload progress made, but now they're going to go ahead and contest here. The Valiant definitely want to take a fight early. And we will have the rally initiate once again. Fate, leader of the Charge, has the bubble as well. Agilities can't overextend. He will play it safe. And just like that, a little bit of ground given. But again, Charge showing some great discipline. Backing off. Yeah, sure, use your ults. It's fine.
Now, watch this. They're going to rally in themselves now because they have it. They're ready to go. They're going to be able to use it and have Worm. There it is. The rally use has been so different between both these teams.
What a big stun as well. Fate, that's a high priority target. Izayaki's out of it as well. And they're just going to get wiped. The Valiant one after another. They got ults, doesn't matter. They're dead.
So the nice thing about rallying and fighting at the same time is that you're getting armor and then it gets chunked down and then it keeps giving you armor. It just keeps giving you armor. You're probably not going to have the max amount of armor at the end, but it doesn't really matter that much.
It's just the mobility getting in there. And now they're just going to go for the choke point.
Yeah,
and they chose the correct one as well. And they get the grab! What a play! Oh, the Charge! That could not have gone better! What beautiful work at the end. Taking the initiative, Charge, getting the job done. 3-3, timed up, and well, you know, that stat didn't last long, Hex. That was near perfection. We're taking a break, and we'll be back to see how it all plays out. we're getting straight into it. 30 seconds until they're through. Here's the replay of the game-winning play, or at least that half-winning play from the charge. Just everything thrown in, but it's really just the grab. You get the grab there. They're not going anywhere.
If you're running a Winston as well and you have Primal and Grab, call it pure lockout, you put one on each door and there's no way they're getting back in there because you just have the Primal Rage at one and the Graviton at the other. It's just a pure win condition, but that's as good as it gets when you're not running both of them. That's how you take the wind out of the sails of the Valiant, as they had a blistering fast time and the charge said, we're going to live up to our namesake.
Yeah, we're going to do it a minute faster. Let's go, boys. Turns out the stat didn't last too long. Or at least we are going to see. Are the Valiant able to reproduce it? Get that performance going. Grief playing the angles. Still waiting to farm up that energy. There we go. Up to 40. Could get more. And slowly but surely, it's going to be Happy.
Yeah, Happy's struggle a little bit in some of these engagements against Karif specifically. Karif's just getting the better of him. And I wonder if they're just going to give it up. They might give up and just do a chokehold here.
Yes.
Knowing that they can hold at the chokeway and that it's just going to be, you know, a couple minutes on the clock. So playing the long game here.
I'm liking it. They're not getting any additional time on the Valiant side, so minute 45 on the clock. We'll see how far they can get this payload going, but if you can hold them at the choke point, you're looking good if you're the charge.
Yeah, you don't want to give them any extra energy. You don't want to give them any more ultimate charge. So we lost it. Let's not overcommit. And this is one thing that I think of Guangzhou get better at, managing retreats and disengages. They're going to be way more formidable than they currently are.
I agree. There is the individual talents on the team for sure. Papa comes to mind.
We've seen signs of it. Their disengagements off a rally, this map in particular, have been great.
Happy. Oh, Agility just nearly got the rally. We'll see if he decides to wait on it or if he's going to just go ahead and use it immediately. Looks like it's turning it into a flip as the charge once again decide to retreat. Playing it so safely here, the charge.
They don't have anything online, so there's really nothing to be fighting for.
Well, there's the rally. Kareev just chunking him down. He's at full energy. He's going to be hitting like a truck. Straight in. There's the stun. Trance comes through, however, and they are just going to go barreling in one into the other. Rio takes Fate for a ride, though. Straight into a wall, and now it's the Valiant that certainly have to back off in this situation. Definitely keep Kareev alive.
It's the counter rally that's been happening constantly. Agilities uses this rally. They try to fight. Guangzhou disengages, and then they counter rally with Kib and just get more out of it. That's happened 3 times in a row when these rallies have been up. Only 30 seconds remain, so it is make or break time. The Valiant have all 3 pieces of the giant combo, and there's no reason to save them. Grab, self-destruct, shatter.
They can catch him as they come around the corner as well with the grab. So I mean, this could get brutal. Trying to keep eyes on where Space is playing from right now.
Just used, so they're going to grab right after.
Yeah, self-destruct in the front. Shatter goes down. No kills coming through. No, never mind. Happy! Wiping him out. Triple kill for him. And it's looking like the charge they will succeed in holding.
You know what's great about that triple is you can see the communications just in the kill feed because every single one of his targets had a Zenyatta assist on it. So that's just calling target like discorded beam, discorded beam, discorded beam.
Yeah, and when you're fully jacked up on energy,
you don't even need the Discord,
you're
really.
Just like, I'm gonna melt your
gives
face.
that a little bit of credit, but I mean, yeah, being that high on energy just deletes people.
Well, now, speaking of getting deleted, the Valiant's hopes might just, that might just be happening here because that was brutal.
It's rough stuff.
And now we have to see, are the charge going to be able to pick up that first point quickly and get that payload right around the bend?
But I have been so impressed of the charge not taking fights that have been lost. That was my biggest gripe with them. And you even saw signs of it early on Ilios, where they tried to sound barrier, and that was already lost fight, even though the barrier didn't go off. And I think it's one of the things that I've seen in their gameplay of like, just no. And you guys win fights pretty often when it's 6v6. Just stop trying to win 4v6. And I think they've really calmed down. I think they're settling in as a team, finding their identity. The disengages have been so perfect.
Yeah, they've been great. And I mean, it's absolutely correct to point out the rally use as well on the Brigitte sides. It's picture-perfect stuff coming out from the charge so far. The Valiant right now on the back foot. And they have to hold here for, well, nearly just regulation time. 3 minutes, 44 seconds in the time bank here for the charge. And we're about to get into it. Nobody going to be showing to Chara, or unless it's going to be... I mean, we saw this happen with Kareev as well, where he shows himself and just gets the bubble going. A little bit of bubble charge there.
Yeah, they're also just scouting with this too. You get the viewpoint and then the zoom in, so you can kind of see what the other team's running rather than running a Sombra out there and having her translocate back. So just free scouting.
Yeah, just good scouting as well. In the off chance that there is something crazy coming through, bubble's already used. Happy buzzing away, and it's just an air battle here between the two divas. Doing a good job of sticking together here so far, the charge though. And Rio now just gonna go ahead and push onto the point. He gets the bubble, he gets the shield. It's a matter of the counter pressure, but Kareev, long range, is gonna find that kill. Rio not able to survive.
Yeah, they're leaving right now and they have to. I mean, with 100 energy, you just really want to save that resource up for the next fight. It's fine, you lost your main tank there, but they did a good job of displacing and then focus firing down. Rio got it a little too far forward, and that's all it takes in the Overwatch League.
Exactly. Focus fire is there. The comms are there on these teams. And, well, then you can also get the opening kill that could spell disaster here for the Valiant. And, yes, it certainly will. Without the healing, without the Discord, nothing's going to die. And we lose 3 for the Valiant in the blink of an eye. They are going to have to fall back here. Kareev is struggling. That
is super uncharacteristic. Izayaki has the lowest rate of first death in team fights in the entire league. Doesn't die first, died first there. You see what happens after.
You see it's just instant. Charge just pounce. And now they still have quite a bit of time to work with here as far as the payload is concerned. So it's down ticket, but you can see orange marker there on the slider at the top. That's how far they have to go. And Happy already, just taking some shots, saying hello. Kareev has got the grab online. We're about to have Shatter. We're about to have the bomb go off here for Valiant. So, I mean, they're starting to get what's necessary to hold here close.
Pretty much everybody has everything. So this one's going to be all about execution. By the time the fight really matters, all the ults are going to be ready to go.
Oh, agility's so low. Happy playing it careful, though. Doesn't overextend. Stays alive. That is so important now that he's got the energy charged up. Shatter goes around. He dodges it. No problems there.
Yeah, they're going to save their fallen member too, and Shu continues to just delete the other supports.
Double rally, double grab. All this self-destruct. Let's go! Big party on the point! And they are going to go with the trance as well. So, Valiant, however, managing to hold their own throughout all the chaos. They are going to succeed in pushing the charge back and finding a kill on Chara.
Yeah, in the midst of this hoedown, it appears that the Valiant are able to come out on top, and that's all ults from all sides, really. Only sound barriers remain. A self-destruct from Hoppa, but nothing to combo with. Maybe to create some space, you launch it through the archway just so you get your team in there.
I mean, Dubstep is dead, but like that would be the moment where I'd imagine, drop the beat, because it's just like, lights, action, everything, And well, a lot of hype here because we got the sound barriers on both sides. Self-destruct over the top. We'll see if he gets anything out of it. Nope, no kills. Everybody able to dodge on the Valiant side. And we're in that standoff once again. 40 seconds on the clock here for the charge. One good team fight is all they need. They've nearly got this map on lock.
Ooh,
and space getting demeched is not going to help things here for the Valiant.
Terribly low, and finds himself looking for a pack, and then it's just too late. There
perfect grab. No Matrix to worry about. Grab in the corner hit and just brings them all in, and the charge will succeed. 2-0 lead now for the charge after the second map.
Happy looks happy as he should. This charge team looks like they've leveled up.
They are definitely monstrous at this point. And the Valiant, they've got their work cut out for them. Agility's not looking too happy over there. But we're going to see, are they able to restore their confidence here after the break?
The Overwatch League is brought to you by T-Mobile. High ground or low ground, T-Mobile has you covered.